Dan Pollock alongside with Nick Johnson today, City Administrator. How are you?
Doing well. Finally nice to see some nice warm weather roll our way.
Absolutely beautiful weather outside. Today we have a gorgeous day. Tomorrow, the rest of the week, there is a blip, maybe Friday night, but we'll see if that actually happens. But otherwise, forecast looks amazing. And with the good weather and summertime comes city projects, lots going on in town construction. Do you want to tip off some things there?
Yeah, certainly love to give a progress update on some of the things going on around town here. On the North 7th Street project, Mother Nature, as we all know, lately has been a little bit on the inclement side with the rain that's come in. And we're waiting for that Redwood River to calm back down after the rain we recently had. The project has some underground mainline components which have to be dug through the river channel, and we need the river to be a pretty calm state before we can do that trenching into that. So we're figuring probably about a week or so before we'll be getting in there. But once those are complete, we'll see some more work happening on the road itself. Out at the Camden Bike Trail, I'm pleased to say that all of the paving has been completed for the final segment of that bike trail.
Good.
Remaining items left to be done is the installation of the railroad pads, and those are so there's smooth transition when you bike across the rails themselves.
And that's BNSF takes care of that, correct?
Yep, BNSF takes care of that, and they'll be working on that. And then we have to do the leveling of the dirt along the new trail and do grass seeding. And once those are complete, it'll be ready to go. And we're still shooting for that end of June date to have all that completed. And then the trail will be complete. So people are welcome on the paved portions. They can get out there and ride it, but just can't cross that railroad at this time. Out at the tennis courts by Legion Field, we got the first lift of asphalt on earlier here in May, and then the tennis court's still coming along well. We're waiting for that final layer to go on, then we can do some striping. The nets will go in, and then it will be ready for use. So we're hoping here in the near future that it will be completed. We get those tennis courts back up in use for summertime fun.
Good.
Out at the Furniture Mart redevelopment, formerly known as the Kmart, City and Furniture Mart, we continue to work on coordinating our efforts for reconstructing the street, that's the city's portion, and then the redevelopment of the former Kmart property in the parking lot, which they're taking care of. Well, we want to make sure we're coordinating our efforts on that asphalt work to get the best prices possible. We anticipate going to City Council with plans and specifications and authorizing bidding of the project at the coming June 13th meeting.
Okay.
So that'll be exciting to see happening here in the near future. And then if any of our citizens and commuters who take Minnesota Highway 68 to and from Marshall, you'll probably have noticed with the traffic control measures that have been put in place in preparation of for the construction at that soon-to-be intersection. That's the one that's going to mimic Lake Road just down the ways a little bit as you come into Marshall. And that'll become the entrance intersection into the new Commerce Industrial Park. And we should be seeing activity start to happen out there in the near future as well. Once that happens, there might be some flaggers out there that will be controlling traffic. Probably might be a detour as well. But a route people could take if they wanted to. Could be the County Road 33 if you're coming into town, head east on that, then go south on Highway 59 to take into Marshall as kind of a bypass around that. That'd be a decent route. As always, once it's going, we appreciate everyone's patience and being cautious and safe while construction is happening. As we all know, there's two seasons in Minnesota, winter and construction season.
And it's something we just got to deal with, but make sure you pay attention out there.
Yep. So that's an update on some of the projects going around Marshall.
One thing that kind of caught my ear when you were talking about the tennis courts and getting that ready, and of course baseball season, amateur, high school is dwindling down as Tigers are still going, so go Tigers. Good luck this weekend. But A's are picking up, amateur ball, summer baseball. That whole region's getting started, including the Aquatic Center. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes. Coming up this Saturday, we will be opening up the Aquatic Center, which is perfect timing because it looks like we're going to have some really nice warm weather this weekend. So looking forward to that. Hopefully everybody has their season passes already, but if you don't, the daily admission rate is $5, and kids under two and under, I should say, get in free. So we'll have the water's going to be nice, ready to go. All the amenities up and running. So looking forward to everybody coming out and joining us at the pool.
Yeah, and definitely with these 80-degree, almost 90 tipping point days, everyone's going to want to get a little coolness, maybe go pick up an ice cream or something too to just cool down. But with that, that's another thing that youth have an option to do in town, stay busy with, that sort of thing. And we had gotten this question asked us a week ago or so. People don't see many things that are available for families, young families, youth, but that's not necessarily true. Do you want to go over some things that the city has offered that they can get out and do and enjoy?
I would love to. A lot of the things we provide are outdoor active activities. We want to have that active, healthy lifestyle. So that's a lot of what our activities center around. But if you're looking for things to do for themselves and their youth, a lot of choices out there. We mentioned the Aquatic Center will be opening up, but we have, as we talked about, the extensive bike trail system goes out to Camden State Park. You can certainly go out there, spend some time, and bike systems in town that you can travel around for some good exercise with your kids. If you have a canine friend, we have Loyalty Dog Park you can bring them to, run around there, have a good time. And then there are numerous parks around the cities with fields and playgrounds. And a lot of the other institutions in town have fields and playgrounds that people can visit as well. You can go out to Legion Field and take in a game, as you mentioned. Or, you can also get a hold of the Marshall Community Services activities brochure for this summer.
Oh.
It's absolutely filled with a bunch of information of things, classes you can sign up for, things to do, activities for kids and adults alike. Director of Community Services, Scott Vandermillen, and his staff have done a great job putting together that brochure and making sure our recreation facilities are ready to go for everyone who lives and visits Marshall. So if you want to get a hold of that, you can certainly stop into City Hall, pick up one of those or any other place you see those hanging around. Or you can go onto the city's website, and on the front page, near the top, you'll see the community services. You'll go to the drop-down on that, and then click to access the online brochure, and you can scroll through and see all the activities that are going on that you can sign up for.
Good. A nice, simple way to get a hold of, like you said, something to do. If you're just bored on a day or you got a weekend coming up that you say, what's going on in the community, that'll have something, maybe give you an idea.
Yep, and that's just city stuff going on. I mean, there are other entities in the community. The YMCA, for sure, has summer activities going on, so you can check out those organizations, too, to see what they have.
Awesome. Is there anything else you have for us, Nick?
No, I think that's a pretty good update for what's going on right now. We have a special council meeting that will be coming up on June 6th here, and that item on the agenda will be a single item, just so people are aware. We will be going for authorizing plans and specifications and requesting authorization to bid from City Council to do a mill and overlay project on runway 220 out at the airport.
Okay.
And then the next meeting after that will be June 13th.
Good. Well, I really appreciate you joining me, Nick, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and enjoy some of this beautiful weather out there.
I will, and I hope everyone does as well.
Indeed.